It is me, Parker1. What's up? Call me Zeth, you don't have to kind of sniff it. Yeah. Damn Xbox. I wanted to be samurai crap and they changed to this stupid crap and I hit okay. But they won't let me be a samurai. Well, I'm probably gonna eat for lunch when we start, so Maria's setting up the table now. What's up, Raccoon?
Go away, Discord. I'm not interested. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? Hello.
So which one do you play? Were you the girl or the other guy?
I was a female lead.
Oh, okay. Oh no, the edgelord doesn't want to show up, but he's gonna be an edgelord last session. I see what's happening. Cut out ability to be an edgelord.
Yeah, I didn't want to come in and
The character is, because that's what he was going for. You see it.
yes.
Or doing shooting syndrome, he'd be totally be the edgelord.
Okay, guys, and we are starting.
Marvelous.
So, if you guys remember, last time we met, you guys started out a school day with an attack by a mysterious witch who was attacking you with origami test scores.
I don't see no baby. It's my husband.
Yeah,
Totally
and it turned out to be our teacher.
Yep. Very well might be, might not be. After that,
And I took emotional damage from my math score.
right.
It's true.
After that, you know, there were some clues that led you guys to Cafe LeBlanc, and from there to the burned out remains of St. Jude's Private High School, where you ran into the estimable detective. You don't know his name yet. He didn't introduce himself. And had some very mysterious encounters.
Yes, we met Detective Old Man, then we met the busty one who worked at Cafe LeBlanc in witch form.
Yes.
You sure about that?
Was that? Also, pretty sure the.
Am I sure? No.
Yes, we also found a tablet, which I'm pretty sure we found the person that's referring to.
Mm-hmm.
Because every single time one of us interacted with her went into delusion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right, so we.
Am I sure about it? No, my guy's kind of dumb, so no, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have smart too. We have smart too. I'm sure we can figure it out.
I mean, book smart, yes. Common sense, no.
That's true, I suppose, yes. That'd be more intuitive than with a...
All right, we pick up a few days later in the afternoon at Cafe LeBlanc.
Alright, you then. Is the totally not the BBG here?
Oh yeah, I see what it is. We were both playing rich kids and he's playing a poor guy. Probably felt bad.
That is true, yes.
I'm like, Axel left us? Oh well.
Probably just the caught up in traffic or something.
And well, I go to Cafe LeBlanc and I'm like, I go up to the girl behind the counter. I'm like, I need my super berry triple mocha latte you got me last time, please.
Coming right up. So is your strawberry soda and the other guy here with the black coffee?
No, I thought the guy was strawberry soda.
Yes, the other girl was the strawberry soda in a wine glass, if I recall correctly. Isabella had
strawberry soda in a wine glass.
Isabella had a latte last time.
Yep.
Yeah, she wants to have like a normal latte. It makes me feel inferior to regular coffee drinkers. I'm ordering 10 pounds of sugar. But, you know, that's okay. But my magnificent friend with the ultimate taste is not here today. He couldn't make it. He had traffic trouble.
Well, the barista, who is not Melody from last time, so it's just like it's a high school girl, you know her. Not quite, you know her from school, but you don't like know her name, you know. She's just random background character number 5. She smiles politely.
I immediately look at her name tag and it says number 5. I'm like, oh, okay, nice to see you, number 5. How you doing?
She shakes her head, sighs, and says, the order will be right up.
I'm sorry, Mob Chan. What's your name?
Then whenever you promise there's no way to talk to a girl, and then I send some tips by text how to talk to a girl. Man.
I look back at my friend, what's her name? Isabel. I'm like, Isabel?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know how to talk to the girls because she's Mob Chan.
Who?
Mob is like a faceless background NPC in anime.
Yeah,
And Chan is what you call girl characters, so Mob Chan is like what you call a faceless girl character.
Fair enough. I thought it would offend someone else, to be honest with you.
But that would probably be offensive to her if she knows what I'm saying.
I assume you're texting this to me.
Right, you guys take a seat and wait for your drinks, or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna sit and wait for my drink. And if that girl comes by, I will apologize for that. That was so rude of me.
Yes, you should.
Mm.
In the meantime, Isabel's just gonna go back on Twitter and says have a similar arrival.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, we'll get to your rival in a second. You fill in your own rival stuff for the most part. You two
I love the royal stuff. I mean, I'll help her as much as I can. I'll go on Twitter to do likes on her posts just to thwart that guy.
You're sure he earned it? You're sure he had it coming?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like, one, I'm kind-hearted, and two, you're my bro. Well, gender, the exclusive, but, you know, the gender side.
I get the point.
Yeah.
As you guys are sitting there waiting for your drinks, you guys feel a shadow just kind of like overtake you. You're looking up. You see a familiar face.
Oh, it's a copper. Lovely.
Well, look who it is. Two of the three stooges from the ruins.
No idea who you are. Please play dumb.
If I'm on the Stooges, I won't be Curly because he's the most popular.
I have no idea who you are.
God damn it, champ. Come tall. Alright.
Look, I'm not going to arrest you. I'm not going to arrest your missing buddy. Just want to know, why were you guys at that place the other night?
Let's see.
I was over Alexis, and I'm like, whoa, should we tell him?
Thrill seeking.
What did you say, Alexis?
Isabel.
Oh, Isabel, yeah.
Is my mic working?
Yes.
I just informed the copper that we were thrill seeking. We heard places haunted.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We're kids, we heard the thing was haunted, we want to check it out, see if it really was haunted. Nah, not really. Don't you think dust counts as a haunting? God, there's so much dust there.
Spiders are definitely because that's haunted. Which is true, had a spider night.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of fucking spiders. I don't know if that counts as supernatural, though, but yeah. I think that was a boss, to be honest.
So yes, that was it for our test of courage, officer.
He reaches into his pocket, nodding along with you guys, as if he really doesn't buy what you're saying, but doesn't really care either. And he pulls out a piece of paper, and he shows it to you.
Okay.
Anyone recognize that girl? The photo's old. It's a Polaroid. It's at least 30 years old.
Wait, was that the girl we saw last session?
Yes, she does definitely look like her.
I'm
pretty sure she was here, but they're taller now.
I just say, I kind of recognize her. I think I saw a photo of her in the building, like the class of alumni or something. But My memory's fuzzy. I'm not really good with remembering things. It's cute, was she?
Before Elizabeth can't say anything, she just goes along to the what's Arthur saying.
This photo. It's the prime suspect of an old case from 30 years ago. Her name's Bianca Armoni. Neither of you have ever seen her? Except for a picture, you said?
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. I saw maybe a picture of her. I mean, the picture looks... It wasn't the same pose. She looked different, a different pose. It looks like the same girl. But yeah, picture. I look over and what, Kaylin? I'll have to be right back. My wife's calling me.
Alright.
Oh, can I include my computer center or smart or anything like that?
Yeah, you can.
That's the something. I'm using my knowledge of computer basically just to search it up. Using Dave.
Alright, 6 is enough. So, using Dave, and Dave does his, he dives into the Dave net there. And what he finds is just some random notes. Bianca Amorna. I'll type her name out for you so you know it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She was a student.
Foreign Russian, maybe.
Holy shit, this thing's just going crazy.
Okay.
She was a student at St. Jude's in the early 1990s. She is the only... Remember how you found out the last game when St. Jude's burned down, there was only one missing person?
Yes.
She's the missing person.
Oh, okay.
Because you're using Dave, and Dave can go a little deeper than the normal internet, you also know that at the time the police were investigating her involvement in a bunch of serial murders that were taking place around Quiet Mountain.
Could you repeat the last bit? The series of events that happened around Quiet Mountain.
She was the prime suspect in a series of murders.
Oh, murders! Okay.
That was occurring around the town of Quiet Mountain, which is where you are, around a couple of months before the school burned down.
Okay, maybe try and cover up the evidence or something.
Wow, you can't really judge a book by its cover. Such a cute girl, serial killer. Well, suspected serial killer. Yeah.
Okay, do I find anything else? Was there any specific area or anything?
No, there's not much other evidence. She was a member of the debate team, the Glee Club, and student council vice president.
Okay, can I look at the... is the record of the murders publicly available?
Outside of news articles, no. And the news articles are actually rather vague.
Oh, so there's no location or anything like that?
No, it seems as if the police were keeping it a very tightly, close to the chest.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
There are names, and the names are...
Okay.
I'm not going to give you the names, so that'll take me too long. But you can tell by the names that they were all mostly working class and middle class. But one name does stand out to you, and that is a girl by the name of Amelia Jones.
Amelia Jones, okay.
Hey, didn't we hear that recently? Like last session, the girl bringing us coffee or something?
Oh, yeah.
The girl brings you coffee is Melody LeBlanc.
Oh.
That's the one it is. Okay, fine.
Does Melody LeBlanc and this chick look alike?
Yes, I have a feeling that we might have found them, but no one's able to the couple.
I'll say to the detective, "Oh, this may sound weird, but I think she might be related to Melody LeBlanc. Like they don't look exactly the same, but they do look similar, like familiar resemblance, same hair, same eyes."
Okay, but she looks like a bit older, though.
Oh yeah, she does. But yeah.
Roughly 20-ish.
I've already questioned Melody about that. I recognized the same things you did when she first arrived in town 3 months ago and took over the old cafe here. But, no, she's never heard of Bianca Armani or has knowledge of being related to anyone in the Armani family.
Oh,
3 months ago. She only had 3 months ago. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you did show up, because for the past 3 months I've been able to properly capitate before that was hell. Oh.
Well, I won't lie, when this was Joe's coffee, it was rather bad. Anyway, do either of you, no knowledge whatsoever of this, and you were just at the ruins of St. Jude's for bullshit fun?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, she wanted to test out her spider slayer. That's frightening. She got the mall, but other than that, I don't think we did anything.
But not my fault that our friend of ours decided to scare me like that.
Yeah, I'm a bit thick. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised that thing you were carrying is considered illegal. Anyway, I apologize. I'll leave you to your whatever it is you kids drink these days. And as he moves out of the way, your drinks arrive.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Melody. Oh, wait, she's not here.
Okay.
Miss, I am sorry for calling you Mob Chan. I'm deeply sorry.
She is able to kick him under the table. I do apologize for a friend of mine. He's the members of the opposite sex. And can I roll charismatic to smooth things over?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, 6. Nice.
1 second.
Actually, it means no harm.
Okay, so a 6 again. She gives you, Isabella, she gives you a nice little smile and like, I'm used to it. And walks away.
I apologize. She kicked him under the table again.
Okay, and I will smile and give her a good apology with my best winning smile. That's basically what I call beautiful thing. I don't want to call myself beautiful as a guy that's pretentious.
Gotcha. She, again, she's just like, whatever.
Okay.
You can roll for it and add your beautiful into it to see if you woo her.
I'm gonna roll beautiful and wealth because I'll give her a tip for sincerity.
Fair enough. I would be handsome for the guy.
The stat is called beautiful for everybody. You can try to change the handsome, but me being the guy that I am, I stick to the book no matter what it is.
Fair enough.
Looks like 6 total.
Yep.
All right. Well, it was pretty easy. She smiles at you a little more, and she looks at it. She points to her name tag and goes, "If you look closely, it does say Meg. Try to remember it, honey."
Meg. Meg. I can remember that. Meg, yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
All right.
Has she left? Has left yet?
She has.
Okay,
Sandra's off a little extra,
In the meantime, since the police has found the murders across the chest, and I want to track down the pattern of it, I'll need some getting information from that. Can they try to use connected to get my older brother to look into it? You probably have a lot of influence as an adult and probably manager or something, or some tech of the company or something like that.
It's
He might know people. No, he knows the guy that knows the guy that knows the guy. Sort of.
I'm sure as the owner of a big tech corporation, he probably has some inroads with the police and local government.
He's not the owner. He's the probably he's the higher management or something like that. The owner would be the father, probably.
I misunderstood.
Okay, well, hasn't my fairies to search separate things to find things via magic and bullshit?
Okay, do I get anything? I just put on my better little sister for him. Oh, can I do that?
I mean, yeah, you are trying to, convince your brother, maybe giving him the puppy dog eyes, giving him a little sister vibe.
Yes. Do you want me to roll your extra one, or just re-roll the extra one roll, or would you like to re-roll the whole thing?
Just do the extra one. We'll see if it adds. 3. Yeah, so you got an 8 total. Your brother tells you he'll get back to you. He'll see what he can dig up, but he doesn't sound too enthusiastic. Isn't the right word, because he definitely wants to help you. Confident, maybe. A little, like, we'll see what happens.
Basically, I'll look into it, but no promises.
Right.
Yeah, but basically, it's collected to bye.
Okay, and now I'm going to roll my quick, so I can actually get like a video of her puppy dog eyes and post it on YouTube. Like, oh man, that's beautiful. I didn't know you could do that, Isabel.
Go for it and let's see what happens. Now, Isabel, here's the question for you.
I have the fastest hand in the West. If you want to pose this, you probably use quick to counter or something to counter, but 4. That's all I got.
You got a 4. You were not quite quick enough. What you got is a janky video of your phone going over the table and swiping by, going right past Isabel as she puppy dog's eyes, and then back to her. Now she's just looking at you like, what the hell?
I couldn't get you doing. Okay, Isabella, I missed my chance. Can you do the puppy dog eyes again so I can get on camera? It'll be great for your YouTube video.
Did you auto post that? Did you auto post that?
No, because I would edit my stuff for posting, so I know it's good.
Well, I wanted to know if it would help Isabel's rival.
Probably. But I didn't get to auto post it. But I don't know if it would help her rival me taking a picture of the table and her, The one thing I got on the camera was my damn drink. Might hurt my reputation that I drank that thing.
I mean,
we could do a coffee shot. Isabella. We could do a thing where Dave and you do a coffee post from here and look cool sipping coffee. That'd be a Twitter thing.
She laughs and thinks about it. Doesn't really, but you know what? She owes you a favor for the spider. So she's just gonna one day though. She's just gonna use charismatic. Can I use charismatic? Yeah. At least we'll do the clothes for it.
Oh yeah.
One day, obviously. Don't expose my big secret. The truly genuine AI. Yes.
I thought you were just using your own version of ChatGPT.
That's the point. He lost AI in the Delusional version.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were just basically. Yes, they were just a very advanced AI in the normal version. Think super Alexa.
Cool. So we got a 4. Yay. I'm like, alright, so enough like sussing your rival, unless the rival wants to do a counter pose with his performance or whatever. I think that's good enough.
We'll come back to the rival, just like before, because, we don't want to make it seem as if the rival has no life whatsoever, except for be trolling Isabel.
Yeah, okay, so what would we like to do, Isabel?
Let's see. We need to look into those murders and a Bianca woman. Can you or your fairy say some information on that? Keep searching Dave and help my brother.
It might be better if I go to a less populated area and try to ask them. But yeah, sure.
That would be wise. What would be the 2024? What would be the most? What would be the spot that we could go to?
Well, there's the local park. You guys can go
There we
to
go.
St. Jude's. That's abandoned as hell. There's
I know
also
one
the
place.
library.
Yes, I was going to say library. One place nobody go.
We're gonna go to the library because I don't think anyone's been inside the library but Isabella for the past 2 years.
Alright.
You nerd. I could be wrong though. I'm gonna go swagger in there. He goes, yeah, that place is probably deserted.
She probably has a little own corner library somewhere.
Alright, so now because I'm not in delusional space, I can only roll 2 dice for them.
Yes.
Because each guy just rolls like separately for 3 dice, but we're just gonna do the 2 dice, so leave it at that. You know, try to make it easy.
Okay.
Yeah, the echo is quite bad for me to see.
I got a 6 for them looking stuff up. They use their fairy magical divination and bullshit or whatever fairies do to look things up. And they come back with a 6.
Alright. So, they're looking, you know, come in your fairies, they pop up, they zip around, and, you know, they think to each other, they whisper in each other's ear, they look at you, you know, and they're like, why don't you just use the microfiche? It's the easiest thing to do. What can we tell you? People died. It was horrible. There was beheading.
Use the what?
Dismemberment. Microfiche. It's an easy thing. You should know how to do it.
Microfiche? What's a microfiche?
Question.
You just hear an annoyed sigh, and you see like a little light trail kind of like going over to like an area, and it's like down the stairs, you know?
Okay. I'm following them.
Follow the yellow pixie dust trail.
Alright.
Are you sure you should
You guys gotta remember, I mean,
the
look,
last person who
if
looked
I
at
was
it, that's
smart,
fine.
I wouldn't need you guys.
Okay, so did you hear anything they just said?
No, let's try that again.
Okay. No, so, you know, as you say that, you talk over them a little bit, and you kind of a little bit pick up one of them, you know, say, are we sure you should tell him that? Oh, it was only a beheading.
Excuse me?
They're supposed to be my friends. What the fuck? Alright then, let's do
They have
this.
total faith in you.
Okay. Of course they have total faith in me. I lied to them, great. Poor fairies. Us swans are on there to the micro thing. What do we do?
All right, so yeah, you follow the yellow pixie dust trail. It leads you down not into the first basement, which is like the kids section and some audio visual stuff, but it takes you down one floor more, you know, to what's just labeled as archives. There's an old like biddy, you know, of a librarian there. You know, she looks almost like that ghost librarian from Ghostbusters, except for she's still alive. If you know, you get like the clothes and the glasses, the bun on top of her head, and she glares at you from behind a desk and goes, we do not have any MP3 players, iTunes, or anything like that down here, children. What can I help you with, if anything?
I'm looking at the microfiche. I'm trying to look up a case from 30 years ago. Newspapers won't have you.
Oh, well, yes. Hold on. So 30 years ago, that would be 1995. Any particular case, or do you want me to just throw all the newspapers at you from that year?
Well, it's St. Jude's, the fire, and stuff like that. I'm trying to follow up on the haunted book story, so anything to do with St. Jude's or the person, what's her name?
Bianca Ammonia?
Ammonia, yeah.
Ammonia.
Yeah, anything to do with those. Just...
Oh dear. So you're looking into the quiet murders. Okay. Yes, 1 minute.
Oh, they have an A. That's something new. Okay, cool.
Well, the microfiche machines are over there. I'll show you, because I doubt you know how to use them.
Okay.
Just wait over there. And you see like this thing, it almost looks like some sci-fi, like 1960s sci-fi, microscope. It's this giant thing you put your head in so you can see into it. It's massive. There's like 4 of them in a room.
Okay, just
In real life, I've used a microfiche because I'm that guy.
Really?
Oh, great. I'm old, so I use them all the time.
I used to hang out in the public library a lot. I wanted to see what the sci-fi machine did.
Honestly, I have no idea what that even looks like, to be honest.
It's basically you put your head in this machine, and they put all these newspapers really, really tiny on a strip of like film, and you can read it in the machine like a full-size newspaper.
Oh,
It's insane.
That's gonna be insane. Microfiche, is that, isn't it?
And the best thing is, the film itself isn't digital, so you only need to use power of the machine. There's no chance of it being wiped out by an MP3 or whatever. An EMP, I'm sorry.
Yeah, an EMP wouldn't get it, but a nice magnet over the film would.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So a few minutes pass by, and the old lady comes back, and she just has like this armful of boxes. These are heavy-duty plastic boxes. Okay? And as you open them, there's just rolls of little 18-millimeter film. Okay. She goes. I'm not going to actually detail the process. She goes through the process, shows you how to load the film, how to click through to see the different images, and she shows you how on each box is the different newspaper dates. And it looks like it's ranging from like January of 1995 through the end of March. These are where you'll find information on Bianca Armona, as well as the quiet murders, as well as anything that may relate to St. Jude's. Luckily, you're not the first person here in the last week looking into this, so I still had everything separated.
What was here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, Detective D'Arcy. Wonderful man. I think my daughter would love him, but he does not seem to be interested in anything but figuring out a cold case.
Oh, yeah! We got the gentleman, as well as a coffee shop. Okay. And I use my smarts. I don't think there's anything else that applies to running this machine to look for what I can. And I'm like, well, thank you. I guess I'll just get to it.
So this is a machine. Can I use my knowledge of engineering to somehow? Could I use my knowledge of engineering to help him with the machine a little bit? Yeah, I'll just assist him.
I mean, there's 4 machines. You want to use your smarts and engineering to look at it too.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll do that instead.
Okay, this is your engineering or your smarts?
You can use them both together.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
Say that again?
You're allowed to use 2 abilities.
Oh, yeah, that's the extra 2 dice. Why is it roll 2?
Alright, so you have 12.
Yes, like that.
Holy crap, that's the highest you can get.
Yeah, it's that's critical. Yeah.
Roll 2 to be dumb.
A 6 and a 6.
Yeah, let's see what Arthur finds.
Arthur finds a whopping 5. Well, you got a 12, so.
Oh, did you only roll for that?
I rolled my smart. I don't have anything else that will apply to this whole thing.
Oh. 1 second. Sorry, I must have missed it all. Okay, so what do I find?
Yep, give me a second. I'm transferring everything over to a handout. I'll give you the handout in a bit during the 5-minute break. Anyway, there were 6 murders total between January and the end of March of 1995. Now, those are the 6 murders that they know about. Altogether, 12 people went missing. The 6 found bodies were all adults. 4 were working class stiffs, very average names: John Smith, Joe Black, that kind of thing. However, you do notice that Ashley Barkley, the younger sister of Ashfield Barkley, was one of the final people murdered. If you remember from the last game, Barkley is the richest guy in town. His family used to own the resort when the town was still a resort. And before that, it was.
He's also very in the mayor.
He's also he's really in with the mayor.
Okay. Now, you told me that the Persona game is 30 years before or 30 years after this game.
That was quietly, dude.
I didn't know if the other guy was the other guy in Persona 2.
Yeah.
You're the only crossover character. Person.
Okay.
Outside of that, the other 6 missing people, you recognize one name immediately because it was stated to you earlier today, and that was Harmony Armona. The other 5 were also students of St. Jude's. Out of those 3 have been, even in the newspaper articles, they're blacked out. Like their names are just redacted.
That's interesting.
All right. So I asked my go ahead.
Sorry. And then the other name for the students was another name that you guys have already heard, and that is Amelia Jones.
All right. I'm going to go chase the red herring. I go, fairies! Use your magic powers to find out the name of these blacked out people. I guess was it smarts and fairies, so that'd be like 6 dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going after a false lead, guys. Get ready.
It might not be a false lead.
And 10, 15. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Well, your fairies do their magic, right? And 2 names come up. But as the names come up, it seems as if they scramble. And as they scramble, 2 other names appear in their place. And you see a name that says Chris, no last name, and another that says Austin, no last name. And as you're looking at this, something happens.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Chris? As in my name, no last name?
That's all you see, Chris.
Okay.
And I probably just freaked everyone the hell out on the other in the stream because I accidentally used the wrong window.
Okay. Now on the stream, I don't know if this is echoing a lot.
Oh, this is weird. It's not letting me control anything.
Yeah, we're back at the big battle scene.
Yeah.
Why'd you delete me?
Not on purpose. It's actually not letting me do anything.
It's a ghost, I'm telling you. The face on the mountain.
Give me a second to figure this out.
Okay. On a side note, completely separate from everything else, I watched the first 18 episodes of Slayer, so I will be running a Slayer's game using a look.
Slayers? First I hear about that. What is it anyway?
A fancy anime about bullshittery.
The fine bullshittery.
I'm dying on it. Okay. So I think my wife started to go down the wrong thing. I keep choking. Okay, so Lena Inverse goes around trying to get treasure and be awesome. And she's a sorceress, and she meets a swordsman named Gowrie, and they have wacky misadventures together. And it's just a series of misadventures, other weird stuff happening to them where they fight monsters and try to get treasure and do sorcery magic. It's just... It's a little like Xena Warrior Princess, where the two people are just wandering around having weird adventures. Not really a set plot.
So again?
There's not a set plot. It's like they have like one arc, and another arc, and another arc. They just wander around doing stuff.
Oh, it's all over the place then.
Yeah.
Might have been a bad adaptation.
Zeth slash.
Yo.
Do you want me to move your character into the board again?
Yes, please. My character, my 5 chunky fairies.
Prince Ali, I see.
Yeah, I really don't want to delete my entire hard drive just to load up one new picture. I'm not paying them at right cent.
Understandable.
So, reality just starts to bend around you. The microfiche seems to melt away, and a chill runs over everything. You hear a very dainty behind you, as even the chairs you're sitting on start to vanish.
Oh,
Really?
is that Amelia? The girl that we were talking about earlier?
I have
Yeah,
no
my-
idea
my-
what you're talking about, children.
Oh, well,
I know it again.
No, she says
I
children,
hold
she
up a
looks to be
copy of the
married
old
and
photo and go, is this you from your school days?
How did you get the photo? The cop kept it.
I thought our boy Dave took a picture while I was looking.
Yes, I did.
So Isabel, how do you feel about that? He just like grabs your phone and like holds out the picture.
Rude!
I'm sorry, I handed it back to her. I thought it apology. I should just grab a girl's phone like that. You're right. I look back over and say, yeah, but there's still a question standing.
Well, the woman in front of you looks a little older than Amelia does in that photo, but not enough to be, say, 30 years older.
So she's not going to answer me? Damn.
She sighs and goes, "You two and your friend need to stop now. You're messing with things you do not understand. Hell, you shouldn't even be able to do anything you're doing. Go home, be normal little teenagers, and pray to God things work out well for you."
That sounds boring.
Well, one of us did that. Alex, he's not here. But apparently, I'm the dumb one, so I'm going to keep doing this.
Oh, they just want to make sure he doesn't get himself hurt.
Who, Alex or me?
Points at the the detective of Felix.
Oh, me, okay. Yeah. I'll go, hey, Barry, should I keep going with this investigation plan or do you think I should stop?
I mean, they're your minions, man. But if you want me to do it, they all of a sudden are in cheerleader
No,
outfits.
they have an opinion on it. I'm just kind. What's their opinion?
I mean, all of a sudden they're in cheerleader outfits and they're cheering you on.
Okay. Oh, the minions will want me to keep going, so I'm sorry.
Also, you hear Dave talking on about how he's a superior AI. Shall not be persuaded with the likes of her. He sounds a bit overconfident.
On a side note, what do we call you? 'Cause we can't just call you Chesty LaRue every time we're talking about you outside of this, so...
That actually makes
I've just been calling her the Ice Queen.
Huh?
I've just been calling her the Ice Queen.
Well, that's her actual name?
No,
No, that's what I've been calling
she
her.
actually gives a giggle when you say Chesty McNee.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Leave it to teenage boys even now. All they think about is the chest. Anyway, young lady, you said Ice Queen?
Well, I think about other parts too, but yes, I'm a teenage boy.
I do
Hey, turns beat red. And then stop talking.
I do believe that should suit for now. So, that's your choice. End this now. Go home. Live a normal life. Or I'll have to make you. And I'd rather not do that.
Well,
it is a bit overconfident. And he's only 71.
Isabel just sighs and shrugs.
Yes, so I'll be commenting about that.
I'm sorry, Isabel. You'll grow into it eventually.
Looks as if you're offended. Proceeds to launch a BB at you.
I do not try to dodge. Just take the beating like a man.
Roll it.
I accept the consequences.
Roll it. 5 with DX of 2.
That's 10 damage.
Strong BB.
Apparently.
Right in the forehead.
Then they proceeds to fire one at the ice beam, as I've been calling her.
Oh, well, it looks like
But this
he's
one.
firing at the ice point. Oh, apparently we're fighting. Okay. Oh, well, are we supposed to team up against Isabel? Because she shot both of us. I'm kind of confused here.
Remember that Dave has only 17 to 1. You can actually know.
Okay, so you got a 6. Give me a second to roll defense. Technically, you hit her, but as you know, it hits her. There's like a shimmer, and the BB falls to the ground.
Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, if not for that shimmer, you would have had her right between the eyes, just like you did Arthur there.
Good shot, Dave. Proceeds to turn him off after on his own.
She lifts a hand. She snaps a finger.
Okay.
Are we going to call the dog again? Is that what's going on? Or?
Say that again?
We just have to figure out. I figured the dog was kind of here.
No, roll defense.
Okay, Arthur does dodge this. Fuck that. That's not hurt.
How does one roll defense? Oh, just 3 dice, isn't it?
It's quick +2, and if you have evasive or something else. Or unless you have a different defense like barrier.
I have body one.
If you have any mental things that even smarts, roll that instead.
Okay, well I got a 6.
Okay. So it'll be mental in this case.
Yeah.
So body will not come into effect here, will it?
Say that again.
So the body has no effect in this case, I assume.
Only something like quick or evasion or something like that. No.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm just gonna roll mental defense. In this case, it's just too smart. That'll be 4 nice.
9. All right. So, Arthur, you feel yourself, and your eyes are heavy. Feel a yawn escaping your lips. All of a sudden, it's almost like
the defenders win die. What the fuck?
Your fairies are singing a lullaby. Isabel, you look over at him, and he looks like he just has been up for 20 hours, and he's about to fall over.
Can I pinch him?
Sleep. Yeah, you can pinch him.
Can I pinch him to wake him up a bit?
Yeah.
I do that then. Do I roll anything for that, or do I just say,
No, it's fine. Arthur, you feel this right in the back, where like right in the back of your arm where your tricep is, just that little bit of baby fat right there. Two fingers just pick on really hard. Doesn't do any damage, but it's enough.
Oh, I'm wide awake now. I thought I was starting to crash after that last hit.
takes a note of the weak spot?
Don't you know? Too much caffeine ruins the adrenal glands. All right, you guys are up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Pardon me, and he just, since we're in the delusional land, since we're fighting, nothing personal. And he just cold cocks her with a sword. Is she really that size? Giant?
No, this is like visual novel perspective for everyone.
Oh, okay. Fairy blade! And if that hits, it is times 4. Armor piercing if that matters. I beat her by 3, so yeah, 12.
For a second, you see that shimmer that Isabel saw when she hit with the BB, but then she stumbles backward a little bit, and she, grabs her arm, and you can see there's a little bit of blood there.
It looks like your force field's starting to run out there, kid. You sure you want to keep going?
I'm surprised, but I need you to stop this before you bring more harm. Isabel, you're up.
Okay, I'm just going to proceed with a BB. Right in the forehead. Apparently not. Apparently not.
You roll a whopping 3. Now, if she only rolls a whopping 2, technically you'll hit.
Unlikely.
Nope, she got an 8.
Seems like Davis is in trouble. It seems like Davis.
Yep, seems like they what? Alright. So you like swords. Okay. And as she finishes that, you just see like energy or something. It feels cold. So let's just say ice, even though not really, it isn't really ice. Just starts to manifest in her hand, and in front of you, in her arm, in her hands, is a giant claymore blade, and she sweeps it down at you, Arthur.
And she's like, and Arthur's like, okay, I know we're fighting, but wow, that is awesome. She'll live with that.
What's the sign?
All right, 6.
Oh, I got to
multiple
roll
4, so yeah, got to beat an 8.
And my fairies give me a evasive 4, so that is 4 plus 2 is 6, plus another 2, 8 dice. They just concentrate all the magic and give me the defensive if I get out of the way. And did I still get hit? I think I did. Oh no, I got 2 buttons, it's a 10.
So you beat her by 2. You barely managed to get out of the way. You can feel a chill on your face as the blade sweeps in front of you.
Told you she's a nice queen.
Well, yeah, you can tell because she has all those blue aesthetics, bro. Let me know when you're starting to be wounded, kid. Don't just teleport out in 52 Skidoo again.
Alright, back over to you guys. She kind of grunts a little, not grunt, she kind of like gives an annoyed growl.
Uh-huh.
Well, you want me to do all the fighting? God damn it, Dave. Pick up some slack here. You're supposed to be a great AI. like a targeting boost or something. I don't know. And Arthur just swings again. He doesn't really have much in the way of moves here. I mean, I could try to do that, but I don't want to risk having the fairy redo something and get cold cocked. So 5, 10.
Yeah, you hit 5.
Oh, that is not good for her. She lost by 5. Is there more dice?
Not for defense, so that's 5 times 20.
She lost 20 health, one go.
One go.
Yeah, that's like half her health. You might be stunned if she doesn't have a barrier up or whatever.
Okay, Dave just proceeds to do what the only thing he can do. Aha! Yeah, just proceeds to shoot the big lady.
You got her by 1.
Hey!
You dealt a whopping 2 points of damage, baby.
Dave just plays the triumphant dun dun dun.
So the woman darts backwards, just like a jump, brings up both of her hands.
Okay.
Are you okay? Do you need a break?
Looks like
AOE fair accurate.
Ouch, this is gonna hurt for this.
Okay, I am going to dodge. Now, Isabella, do you need to give one of my evasion dice to you, or are you confident that you can duck?
No, keep the evasion die.
Okay, I have like freaking 4 of them. I'm fine giving them half to you, so you don't instantly die here. If she ever figures out to target the fairies instead of me, we're screwed.
Yes, I'll just take one. That's okay.
Okay, here you go. 1 fairy on you. You get 1 bonus to evasion.
So my defense is 3 then.
So this is an area of attack. You got to do your fairies too, man.
Yeah, and they all... Okay, first I'm going to do me, because I'm a selfish bastard. And then I'll do each fairy. They go down... Oh, damn.
I need to boost. I need to give it.
I got 4, 6. Yeah, boy, that's 12. Now, what'd she get for her attack? A 10?
Yep.
Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay, fairy 1. Each one has quick 2, and so they basically have 4 defense dice.
Would you like to roll Dave, by the way?
Sadly, yes. Even though I like Dave.
Okay, so one guy... What did she get for her attack?
Sadly, since he's a...
Okay, fairy 1 is down, because they only have like 10 health, and she just did times 3, and that's why. Fairy 1's down. Fairy 2 is down.
Since his body...
Fairy 3 is down. Fairy 4 got 12, so fuck her. Dave got 4. Ooh.
Yeah. He has 20 HP and 20 endurance. So.
It's 6.
6.
So
12 damage on that last one. 15 on the others, except for the one that evaded. Let's see.
Okay, so no, they're all dead. I mean, they only have 10 health and 20 endurance, and they use the 20 endurance as a spell. They hit, they pop.
Gotcha.
So basically, only one of us left. Now I got one of the age booster.
All right.
So the rest are like just summon, I guess. I'll just delete.
All right. So Isabella, you lost by 4, so that is 3 times 4, 12 damage on you. Dave,
12 damage.
4. Yeah. Dave has 6 times 3, 18 damage.
Ouch. He's just alive.
And the one that you got toasted as well. Sorry.
28. I'm on 28. Dave is on 2. Is it HP or endurance?
It's on your health.
Yes. Okay. I need to find the page with the attacks again on counter attack.
And he's like, well, damn. And you see his fairy sword starts to flicker, there's less fairy power, so, shit.
Yeah, they suck it as well.
And there's only one fairy with them.
As Isabel, Dave, and your fairies get hit, the delusional reality around you begins to flicker. You guys can, make out bits and pieces of the library have kind of manifested into the delusional space, but it's not really there. Because Arthur can kind of see that his leg is through a chair right now. Or is it? You don't know. You might be making it all up. It is a delusion, after all.
Aha! You're trying to break my delusional power, but the joke's on you, I'm always delusional. I can't spend 10 endurance to resummon my fairies, I've got too much cheese.
If it's endurance, if it's a delusion, then could we technically affect the space by the force of will alone, technically?
Oh, someone's PMing me. Nope, that's not that. That's not any useful. So I cannot resummon fairies that I don't know.
It'll take you around, but yeah.
Alright.
Tim, is it possible to affect this delusion?
And how much endurance would it cost me to do that?
What are the fairies dice?
There's 5 of them, but each one counts as a level 2 fairy, so I have 5 fairy dice, and you got all of them.
Let's do 2 for each one.
Okay, so that's 8. I just spend them around and resummon my fairies. Fairies! Good thing I ain't taking any damage or I'll be screwed. That does avoid my endurance, so...
I mean, you're just alive, just. They're just alive, I'm just standing. To a degree, could we technically spot manifest things to act as a cover to give us extra defense?
You can, but they'd only last until they're hit once.
That's fine. Can I try that?
Go for it. Roll any mental that you have, so smarts, anything like that, along with your normal 2d6.
Yes, I mean, inventors technically mindful.
Yeah.
I don't technically invent things. Cheese? I think that's too cheesy.
Are you inventing a shield? You might need that.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'm just going to use mental.
Sorry. Also, much like Arthur resummoning his fairies, anytime you mess with the delusional space, it's a minimum of a 2 endurance.
That's fine. So could you just technically spawn a shield or a bookcase as a shield? Or just 100 book pages?
Yeah, I mean, you're in a library. That gives you a source of inspiration for your delusion.
Would that give me any bonus dice?
It would give you 1 die to your defense.
Marvelous. So I just need to roll my mental, yes?
Yeah.
Sally can't, she's inventor.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey!
Very easy.
I very politely inform Arthur that this is
I've been waiting for one of you to ask.
About what? I can manipulate space with my force of will? Yeah, I know. How do you think magic works, guy? Logic requires delusion. I know you can manipulate space with a force of will. That's what magic is. You turn feelings into power.
Yes, now, try using that, but on the space.
I don't want it. I already got my heir, just spent a lot of mental power getting my fairies back.
Fair enough. So how much one on the shield would cost me? You said 2 units or more.
Yeah, the shield's simple enough. 2 endurance.
Cool. And is it just for me or is it for as well?
Just for you. You want it for Arthur, it'll be 4.
Okay. And if it protects me, will it also protect Dave?
You know what? Yeah, because Dave's attached to you.
Cool. So you have a shield now.
Okay, so I basically have...
So again,
I'll buy it. I believe in paper shield because this is a magic thing.
Yes, you know, just imagine a bunch of technical books, a bunch of technical diagrams. One fist is sort of a circle in front of you.
But basically, a bunch of blueprints of a shield turned into a shield.
Basically, yes.
We are in a fight, you hear the woman scream as she darts past Arthur and goes after Isabel with the sword.
Aye! Dude!
Well,
bollocks. Is this the shield breaker? A body breaker, so I assume...
no, it's the normal attack.
So body would still come and infect him.
You can still add it to your defense.
I don't think your shields give you like +1 evasive. It's not gonna like. Barrier actually absorbs hits for you by training endurance, so.
Yes. I'm double check the body levels again. I'm pretty sure you're correct. Abilities and weaknesses. Scroll. Oh, no, there's. It's body, that was the shield that I had. Body, yeah. Okay, so I can get you. You are indeed. But I do have a shield in front of me now, so.
Dodge! Walk with the shield and get out of the way. That sword's gonna hurt.
No, what did I roll for is supposed to be 3. Stupid roll 20. Sorry about that.
Still a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means she gets you by 8.
Can I just buy it? Can I just buy it off? Well, not too much now. We have... That's wrong for you. And then just do... Okay, no, fair enough. Okay, fair enough.
You ready for the damage?
It's gonna hurt, isn't it?
32.
Ow! Ouch. Can I just use endurance instead? Can I just burn endurance?
You can burn the endurance after you're out of health. But what's your health at? Like, is it's
-2!
-2? Okay, so Arthur.
Sorry. Is this -4?
So Arthur and Isabel. As Isabel gets hit, you can feel the ice sword clawing right through you, but it doesn't actually go through you. Like there's no blood, visceral entrails, anything. It's almost like an energy hitting through you. And as it does, everything vanishes and you're back in the library.
What? Just her or her?
Both of you. It was.
Damn it! I wanted to kill her by ultimate attack while she was distracted.
I mean, I'm gonna just have spend endurance to keep him in the fight.
Nah, man, you're knocked out. It's okay. This is a team game. If one of us goes down, we all go down. Huh?
So, Isabel, you feel woozy. You kind of fall back into the chair you were sitting in, and for a moment you wonder why you're wearing a backpack with an overlarge laptop in it with ChatGPT installed. You know, it just seems like kind of a goofy thing for a teenager to do. But that only move is there for a second, and you're like, wait, no, I need Dave.
Okay, so that's ouch.
Remember, Dave helped against your rival on Twitter.
Yes, I need Dave. He's a friend of mine. What's my brother's achievement? Ouch.
There's a lingering sense of cold in the basement. And as you guys get done, Dave, trying to insist to Isabel, about Dave's importance. You guys see the old librarian walking up and going, I thought you two were serious about actual research in the archives to find and hear the playing around going on. Get out now. And pick up this mess. You look down.
Yes, ma'am. I pick up the mess and then I leave. Do not cross this woman because I believe she is the ghost from Ghostbusters and I'll piss her off.
All right, so you pick up the mess. It was like somebody took one of those file holders of magazines and just threw it across the ground. One of the two chairs is knocked over. The one you were sitting in, Arthur, it's just knocked over to the ground. The microfiche is just going on its own, flipping foop, 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 foop.
I turned it off and delicately put it back where it's supposed to be because, yeah.
Roll smarts or any kind of observation you may have.
Okay.
Ouch. So you see the gift that was in the jar?
You
10.
notice as you're putting everything away, two of the microfiches, not their cases, but the microfiche films themselves, are gone. They're not in the machines. They're not on the ground. They're just nowhere.
Okay.
Ma'am, who the microfiches are gone from the cases? Were they empty when you gave them to us?
Everything I gave you had everything inside. Are you telling me you destroyed our lost library property, young man?
No, but I can't seem to find these two when I throw the empty cases.
Leave me your parents' phone numbers. If I do not find them in the next 24 hours, I will be calling your parents for compensation.
That's fair, and I give my parents' phone number.
She takes it, and then she kind of stamps her foot and points to the stairs.
Again, sorry, and then he leaves.
All right. And with that, as you guys are leaving the library, we're going to move into our first 5-minute break for coffee refills and bathrooms.
Yeah, man, I should have just put everything into attack on the first fight and hit her until I knocked her out.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I mean, when you got hit, I thought after you would be able to survive the hit and I'd just dump her into the offense and hit her with 12 dice.
Yeah, just handle that next time. Hey, ouch. Did you see the gift I posted in the game room?
Go in the game room, but that's a lot of damage, yeah. How much health do you have?
Hey, I'm not a combatant.
Everyone's 40. Unless they take up.
Yeah, I don't have that. I'm not a combatant. I'm on the techie support character.
I know, that's why he was a dick when she ran past me and punched you. I'm like, rude!
Yeah. I need more attacks, but
You know, strategically, it's a great play. But come on, man. Oscar's like, you just walk past me and hit the support character.
disrespect. Ow. Oh, good deal, Bob. Check out the otherwise.
Oh, no. But, yeah, whenever the fairies use a spell, all their endurance is locked, so like endurance 0. So they only have like 10 HP. One thing hits them, they go pop.
Yeah, Dave is not much better. He's he only has 20 HP. Yeah, okay. Make sure I need to remember to stay way. I'll have something to do with it. You know what? I think we just want to get the minions. I'm just
Minions are kind of it depends on what you're getting, because the minions point total is +1, but you get identical minions per rank, or you can do a total of +2 after all the edges and weaknesses, and a total, and then you get like, and that's it. And with 5, I got 5 minions at +2, but they're extras. They have 10 health, 10 endurance, and there are some times where people just say if an extra's hit, they just go down.
honestly,
They're the weakest version of NPC. They're very minor.
I was just thinking about it just to set up a meat shield, just like I'm about to take damage. Minions up in front!
Let's take the damage, okay.
Yeah, no.
So you saw one area effect attack almost wipe them all out.
Yeah, I know. They were really what. Let's see.
Let's take a sidekick that's 20/20 and just give them a couple points of tough or whatever to stand in front of you.
Ah, there's our friend.
Like, Dave, run your barrier function and do that program to protect you and Isabella.
Yes. Dave was probably just stuck in something binary. Yes, he's just stuck in some binary sequence.
I know, but you're gonna have to put down your laptop a little card that is like, oh, the barrier transmit. I invented a thing. Dave can now deploy a barrier field around me, or I can deploy a barrier field.
Yes, you see, I don't want to cheese the inventor too much, but by the looks of it, if we're gonna take this one down,
you need to cheese it as much as you can because it only works in delusional space.
yes, I know. I need to yes.
I mean, in the real world. Like you're wearing bubble.
Yes, ouch. So what do you say you recommend? Improve the barrier?
Okay, do you have any quick or evasive?
No, I need to get those.
Okay, so you separate quick and evasive, you need one or the other. But the big thing is you can put area so it affects more than one person. And when you're hit, you can burn endurance instead of health to negate like special attacks or whatever.
I mean, but Dave does have barrier 1. But I misread this.
Yeah, he should be rolling like 3 defense dice.
Yes,
But,
that's what we've been rolling, but yes, it's on the barrier plate.
Barrier break correction.
Well, it sounds really just say barrier. What barrier?
Barrier monster. Your attack can overwhelm the opponent's use of barrier ability. Yada yada. Whether the case, the defender may still roll their barrier. However, if the attack roll beats the barrier, fighting mount, your mount is not allowed to use endurance to block the attack. And the character's being stunned. Okay. So that's what that does.
Yeah, I'm going to do the
Yeah, overwhelming. Just a swarm of evils. I can get a new attack too. I just got the parry sword. Maybe I should get something like that.
Wouldn't be weapon, definitely.
Well, can be knocks off a Dave or is it on you?
Well, Dave is supposed to be the fighty one that's supposed to do all the fighting.
Well, then it would be on Dave's weapon, so Dave can be disarmed and you put weapon on it. Because technically, the sword, if you knock it out of my hand, I can't use that attack until I pick it back. That's what weapon does. Now, we have a question for you, Almighty GM. If Dave takes the weapon flaw on his attack, would he be holding a BB gun with his tiny robotic arms?
I mean, that would be funny. So, yeah, go for it.
He just puts on an Elmer Fudd hat and a tiny robotic arm stick out a BB gun. I'm hunting shitheads.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I wasn't going to do it. Seems like I will need to cheese it. Cheese it to beat this one. I may need to cheese an inventor to get the defenses.
Say that again?
So I'm like,
I said
I just looked over Isabella. Are you okay?
Mumbles and annoyed.
You seem kind of cold. Do you want some soup?
Technically, she does have a short temper. While she wasn't wrong about tech, she did damage her tech.
Oh, yeah.
So she's gonna blow up right now.
I'm gonna go hide then. It's like, oh no, she's gonna blow up. I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah.
First, I think we left the library, or we like a higher floor because I don't want that old lady kicking my ass.
Well, that's up to you. You guys definitely left the basement of the library, the sub basement of the library where the archives are. After that,
All right.
Where do you guys want to go? I see that Sling logged on, so
I'm going to the most quiet place that's not in the basement where no one's around. I'm gonna tell my fairies, okay, guys. I'm gonna give them a bunch of cookies and be like, thank you for saving our bacon back there. I'm sorry that witch just iced us all. Oh, are you guys okay?
Cookie.
Holy crap. Oh, he did learn one thing. Isabel, I think that woman thinks she's Sarah Connors because she saw an AI and went ballistic on it.
Yes. Yeah. It's just some unflattering terms.
Alright. So I checked Twitter to see what's up with Isabel's rival.
Oh, but basically, she's taking out her frustration.
All right, Alex, you've been separate from the rest of the group for the day. You were supposed to meet up at the cafe. Other things happened. So what have you been up to while they've been out and about?
Okay. Are there any like royalty around, or guess I'll just be wandering?
You find yourself in Quiet Mountains public park, and it's not quite royalty in the traditional sense of, kings, queens, earls, duchesses, baronesses, or anything like that. But there is a statue of Arclay Barclay. Wonderful name, right? The founder of the original sire of the Barclay family, the richest family in town. Basically the person who, despite the town's name, can be considered to be its founder. And it's just this large, imposing, 20-foot tall granite statue. granite and coal statue in the center of town. It's not the center of town, in the center of the park. And that is where you currently find yourself, right in front of this giant edifice of power.
So it says the history of the statue.
Say that again.
Oh, does it have like the history of the statue written on there?
It does. There's a little copper plate at the bottom, and gives you the person's name and when they lived, which was 1809 to 1900. It's again Arklay Barclay. It basically gives you kind of what I just said. The forefather of the premier family in town, whose coal mines and then later skiing resort helped make sure the town became not just a boom town that disappeared after all the coal was gone, but made it survive and last.
Okay, I see.
Now, outside of that, you do know because, you are educated, and even though the school tries to stay away from the Barclay family when talking about local history, from some of the old people in town that their fathers' fathers, so their great-grandparents, would talk about how the Barclay family were some of the biggest union busters around back in the mid-1800s.
I don't think I have anything on me to not destroy the statue or just fire it, or you have anything to vandalize it with.
Oh. That's up to you. I mean, what do you got on you? I mean, you can say you
I
got
used
some
my
spray
cell
paint.
phone to call Axel. Where are you at?
Oh, you call him?
Yeah, I'm calling you on your phone. We have phones for 100-day kids.
Hello?
Yeah, Axel, it's me. Me and Isabella just got our ass handed to us. Went to the library to investigate those murders some more, and that witch showed up again and curb stomped Isabella. Where are you at, bro?
Just doing my thing.
You want us to come help you, or you just gonna be like a solo thing?
Mm-hmm.
Labels.
Probably got this. I'll meet up with. I'll meet you guys later.
We're at the library right now. Talk to you later.
Gotcha. I'll be right there shortly.
All right, so what do you want to do?
I think I should have a spray paint or something.
I can do it.
As I check my inventory to see what I have.
Yeah. For the most part, unless it's something named, you can. If it's a common item, people can get like in a store. It's not that hard to get, So hardware stores have. Hardware stores have spray paint, so you'd be able to get that easy.
Okay, if I care to go to a store and buy some spray paint. You go back to the statue and spray something.
All right. What do you spray?
As he was spray to hell with the kings.
Spray it. It's you're not like an artist with the spray paint, so it's a little goopy. There's drips going down, you know. But all in all, it doesn't look bad.
I get to a smile, and then you leave.
Okay. As you prepare to leave, you notice reality around you shifts. Yeah, let me get rid of everyone here. And you once again find yourself in the delusion space. Okay? Give me a second, because apparently this is the only thing I did not upload.
I need to reread this ability. I'll be trying to correctly.
I apologize, everyone. I thought I uploaded everybody, but I didn't.
If you're evasive, I think you get some rocket sneakers or those pump-up sneakers.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to ask the GM proficient to cheese. Unless the DM has any objections. Evasive, you said.
Oh, look at you thinking yourself the big man.
What's the weaknesses?
And this guy is not wanting to move. Jeez.
I get to look around and see where that noise is coming from, or who said that.
Yeah, 1 second. I gotta move him.
Right.
Oh, I see what's the problem. I'm in the wrong one again. So as you turn around, you see as you turn around, you see like a bat dog guy wearing boxing gloves, looking all jacked up, and he's like, "Hey, think you're big? You think you're big, don't you?"
Well, that depends.
Oh, on what?
I don't think I'm bad. I don't think I'm bad.
Objectively speaking, his hair is pretty big.
So
But yeah,
what
but
do you
he's
want to
wearing
do,
like a
Alex?
hat over it.
All right. So what do you want to do, Alex?
I guess I'll ask what does he want. Can I help you with something?
I saw what you did. I did. I don't like it too much. You gotta respect those who are big. Gotta respect power.
Oh no, Alex, this is royalty. Get him. He's the king kangaroo. Get him, Alex.
Is he wearing a crown? I feel him wearing a crown over his head.
Well, he's wearing gloves. He's probably king of the ring.
A crown? I don't need to wear a crown. Everyone knows that I am the martial king of Delusion.
Yep, he's the king. Get him.
Okay, as he pulls out his scythe.
The the martial king of delusion, gives you a laugh. And far away in a quiet place in the library, your two friends, they kind of feel a strange pull. And all of a sudden, the world around all of you shifts. And you find yourself in a ring.
It looks like the attacks are done right offhand, but I don't want to pull away from Alex's FaceTime.
Yes.
Did you get any health back?
Let's see here. Isabel and Arthur, you guys got everything restored. Alex, end of last session, same to you. Everything's restored.
Arthur's like, aha, the Martial King. I heard about you.
And yeah, Isabel, Arthur, you guys are in the audience.
Okay, I'll just sit quietly and just watch.
All right. So, Alex, it's all you.
Am I allowed to boost him with fairy power, or would that be cheating?
You kind of notice a weird, shimmery kind of thing around the ring. It almost seems like anything that tries to enter it from the outside would not end well for the person trying to make it enter in.
Okay.
All right, initiative.
You go first. We're just going to make this easy.
I will go in and attack with my scythe.
All right. You hit. Multiplier is +1. You had a 10 with your 2 5s combined. My highest roll for defense was a 3, so that means 7 damage to the Martial King.
Yeah.
Good. Good. I didn't want a weakling.
Let's see you try to hit me back. I usually see him smiling sinisterly again.
He jabs out and like a little double jab, and then from the back, Oh, he jabs out, and then from the back, it's like jab, jab, and then from the back, you see the hip rotate, and his rear fist comes at you full power.
Does he hit me in the face, or did he just hit me in the gut?
We're going to go with face.
As soon as he hit me in the face, you kind of see this. His face looks different when he get punched.
Okay.
I just see his eyes become darker, or he look like he's losing out darkness, or like some black sludge kind of as his eyes begin to grow yellow.
Okay. Arthur being Arthur snaps a photo.
You get the photo. All right, so then Alex, yellow eyes or not, you got to roll defense to see if you get hit.
Quick evasion or whatever defense you have.
My defense is a 5. Let me see.
You roll 5d6. And
let's see
he
here.
got
Yes.
you.
Yeah, your third and fourth die are 4s, so they combine to make a higher number than your 5. So you defended for 8 versus my 2 6s make a 12, so that is 4 over. So that would be 4 times 2 because my damage multiplier of 2. So 8 damage. You two are pretty much
8,
going
okay.
toe for toe.
Am I allowed to start Sandy to distract him, or are you gonna be like, this is just Alex?
Say that again.
I got this.
I have a mental attack where I just talk shit to someone and it distracts them. It doesn't do any damage. Can I roll that, or is this just Alex?
You can roll it. I'll do my defense, see if it works.
Alright, so this is mental. I don't know if you can just dodge it, but here we go. And you're a bum! You'll never beat Alex! You'll never be the Paul champ! Get out of the ring! And there we go. That is 4. This has the thing of no damage, but if it hits, it actually impairs the person because they're a little bit distracted by it, and they take like a 1 die penalty.
All right. Well, we tied up, so
It actually does nothing. He ignores it.
You want to be next? He yells back and then kind of squares up against Alex. Come on, kid. You're doing good. You're doing good. You can get me, kid. Come on. The Marshal King can't decide whether or not he wants to shit talk you or pump you up.
My turn.
Yes.
You should really be more focused on your opponent.
Okay, so highest is the 6. And we tie out because I have the 2 3s, which also equal a 6. So you don't do any damage, but it was close. You can feel, like the reverb there going, as you're using the scythe, right?
Yep.
He gets his forearm up, and it just kind of just keeps it up,
So a crash. Got it.
Yeah. Marshal King, he jumps back. You're good, kid. You're good. Oh, I'm gonna love taking you down. Now, the laugh is more hyena-ish than I can make it sound. He comes at you again, rushing forward with the same attack as before. All right, highest there would be a 5. So you defend. You manage.
What?
Yeah, because you have this. You have the 5th dice, which is a 6, and the 2 3s, which is also a 6 versus the 5. So yeah. And then it's over to you for the attack.
You gotta punch you, but I just dodge it.
You hit by 4 because you have the 2 5s, which would make it 10, and I don't have anything over a 5. No, by 5. You hit by 5. So it's
5 times 1. That's such a weak attack, Alex.
It's still 5. I mean, you can whittle people down. That's the important part. So, do you hit him with the scythe, or do you throw a haymaker? How do you do it?
I swing down my side as I jump on my side to give him a kick. Well, as my side is like planted into and whips it off the floor while spinning it.
There is no rapid attack modifier. What is that?
Hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, your kick, you send him like, he goes back. His sneakered feet kind of skid across the canvas of the mat. And he takes one of his boxing gloves fists. He scrapes it across his face, and then he licks the blood off it, and he lets out another laugh. All right, kid. It's time. Let's see how you stand up to this. The endurance actually for this is 30, so he's pretty spent on endurance after this. And it looks like he does a 12 because with the 2 6s. So, meh. So just, Alex, roll your defense.
Okay, I got 1 6 and 3 3s.
Okay, so the 3 3s would make a 9, which puts you 3 under his 12. So 3 times 3 would be 9. So yeah, he gets you for 9. There's just fists flying in every direction. It's hard to keep track of. That's how fast they're going. But at the end of it, he looks a little winded. He's like, ah. And then it's your turn.
Alright, then let's end this.
All right, highest is a 6. No multiplier there of other equal dice. So, hold on, I accidentally closed the sheet. And 2 4 4. You got him by 2. Because either my 4 or my 2 2s make a 4, and that means you're over by 2. So your DX is 2, so 2 more damage on him.
I also have what? Rapid strikes, extra damage, and
Rapid strikes is a thing. Extra damage costs 5 endurance, and slow subtracts 5 endurance. So you should be spending 10 endurance around, knock yourself out by now.
repeat that one.
Rapid strikes doesn't exist. You made that up.
Okay, gotcha.
Also, the plus and the minus is the endurance you're spending and the endurance it doesn't cost. So if you have extra damage on there, your DX should be 2, not 1. And slow means you can only do it every other round.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's right. We can work on fixing that before the next game. But yeah, right now, leave that one alone for a round, and let me bring up your sheet.
I mean, the quick fix would to take slow off, is just put weapon extra damage and take rapid strikes off. There'll be a 0-point attack that hits for ×2.
Combat skill gives you have a +2 in it. If I remember correctly, let me look it up though, just because we want to be sure. Should give you another +2 in your roll.
Maybe that's combat expert should add to his ability to attack. Yeah.
Yeah, so that would mean a basic attack for him, with no modifiers whatsoever, would actually be what he's rolling right now.
So he has no damage multiplier.
No, nothing for attack or anything like that.
Well, the extra damage is a thing, so that raises damage multiplier by 1.
Right, but he has no endurance in right now. So what I'm saying is, if he would remove the, if he removed the extra damage, what he's been rolling is a basic attack.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to say is what you have labeled as attack. Right now, sorry, your Scythe here. That can just be right now. That can just be a normal attack. That way, you're not already kicking the bucket with the rapid strikes and extra damage overtaking your endurance. Because you've attacked me 4 times, your endurance actually would be at 0 at this point. And it does, it does nothing to really change.
Rapid strikes don't exist. He made that up.
Right, I'm looking. I didn't realize that. I thought he just renamed something else that looked familiar. Anyway, so yeah, we'll keep it at that right now. That way we don't have to go into anything until after the game. All right?
Gotcha.
And then we'll fix the Scythe attack for what you're looking for as much as possible after the game. Yeah, and as Commissar Rabies here is saying, it could be a custom perk, which does exist, and that's something me and him can work on.
Well, the closest thing to that would be overwhelming, but
which is actually what I thought. Which is actually what I thought he was going for.
Well, overwhelming. The guy would defend, but you won't be allowed to attack. So,
right,
you get a choice of defending or attacking. So yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. You're up, Alex.
I guess I'll take a step back and shoot my crossbow.
What? That's cheating. You can go ahead and do it. That's just him talking.
I'm like, you didn't say anything about the scythe, but you're mad about a crossbow? You're weird.
I'm the martial king, he yells into the audience, not the ranged king.
Archery's a martial art?
Let's see here. You have 10, so you got me by 4. So that's another 4 down. Sling, what's your character's maximum HP? Like before you started taking off because of my hits.
He used F40, now he's at 23.
All right. All of you guys kind of see the delusion flickering. Like cracks are appearing in the ceiling and in the walls, and through the window, instead of like a city nightscape, you're now seeing the purple of the normal delusion. All right, now it's back up to the Martial King. He's rushing at you. He's like, there should be no ranged.
I hear the rules.
I just yell out, should have stated the rules.
All right, so you got to beat a 9 because I have 3 3s. And you got a 6 with the 2 3s you have, because they combine. That beats the 4, which means once again I am over 3 on you, and 3 times 3 is 9. As you feel this last punch, it's just like it's a haymaker. It just like goes right in your face, and you feel yourself go flying, and you hit something hard. And what you hit is the statue that you just defaced. Around you, the stadium, the boxing ring is gone. The audience, the cheers is gone. Delusional space is gone. Alex, Isabel, you guys are back in the library with people looking at you weird as you're there mid-cheer. And you kind of realize you've been yelling in the library this entire time. A couple librarians are walking towards you. It almost looks like their hands are glued to their lip. Their finger is glued to their lips in a shh.
Okay, I bow and then like it.
Don't like it.
Okay. Alex, you're fine. People are used to people working out in the park, and they just kind of assumed you were shadow boxing. Or, doing like Tai Chi, considering you're using your Scythe and stuff, Scythe.
Mm-hmm.
And as usual, you can replenish your health and your endurance because you are, whether you win or lose, once you break out of the delusion, anything that occurred in the delusion to you is gone, unless it was self-inflicted.
So I guess we're legging it to the park then, Isabel?
Yes. We could stop by a shop. I need a new pair of sneakers.
Okay.
Which I do want to beef up to give me elusive. If that's okay with the DM.
That would count as an invention. I'll have to look into how that works, but it should be okay.
Inventor. Give me a second. Let me just post it somewhere for you. I'll just at least find a page. Oh, I can sum it. Weaknesses. I scrolled past it, didn't I? I have it here somewhere. Perceptive, minion. No, go life support, knowledge, lucky. There it is. Inventor. It's on page 56 of the book, or 58 of the PDF.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
So it depends on how complex it is. He rolls a target number. If he succeeds, he gets the thing.
Right. I'm just
It
wondering
may invent
how it
abilities
works.
and weaknesses.
Right. I'm just wondering how it works once it's installed.
Probably just works in the delusion, I assume. I'll just. I understand it. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
These inventions may also mimic other abilities and weaknesses. Compared to the total abilities minus weaknesses. To the table.
Okay, what
is
his level on inventor?
3.
You can make a +3 item depending on complexity, it's the difficulty, and the bigger the plus you get, the bigger the difficulty is to roll it. For example, you want to make a +1 shoes of evasion, that'd be a 4, and lasts until the GM says the scene's over or you can't use it anymore. But if you want a +2, it'd be a 6.
Right. And then that gives you, I think if I remember correctly, it gives you, what is that, +2 for perks and a -1 for flaw for when you make it. So you can have like +2 elusive, -1 take offable.
For example, a card.
The perks and flaws or whatever, they just affect the endurance cost of the thing. The ability and weakness is what they're talking about. Evasive is an ability. So
That's
he
what I
could
was trying-
take, like, for example, he could have shoes evasive, but then he could have the flaw loud that they're squeaky, so he can't be stealthy.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get at. Use the wrong term.
That'd be funny. That'd be entertaining.
So you stop
So
at the
yes.
store, you get like a cheap pair of you get like a normal pair of shoes that you're going to tinker with to turn into your speed
I get
shoes.
I'll get you 2 nice pairs.
2 nice pairs. All right. And then you guys are hoofing it to the park?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Alex, it takes them about 15 minutes to get from the library through, I don't know, a Foot Locker, and then over to you. What do you do?
I will text them saying we're going to the park and get kicked out of the library. So you didn't go to the library and get pissed that we miss each other. So, Alex, where do you want to meet up? You want to meet up at the Foot Locker, or do you want to meet at the park?
What was that?
Where do you want to meet? We got kicked out of the library.
I guess you can meet me at the park.
Okay.
As he gets up from getting pulled back from getting hit back to the statue.
All right. Time passes. Luckily for Alex, nobody saw his defacement of the statue, and nobody has reported to anybody yet, so nobody's there. Because, it would really suck if a cop showed up and was like, "What's in your bag?" And there's the thing of spray paint. And eventually, Isabel and Arthur show up.
Also looks at Alex and goes, "Man, your footwork is shit. You can't dodge worth a damn." I saw your fight with the Marshall King.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah, you gotta float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I can teach you how to box if you want, but yeah, it's like, step. He starts boxing. Anyways, so what's the deal with that? Why'd you get in a fight with a giant hyena?
I just saw a statue, because I hate royalty.
And he looks up and goes, "Oh, I see. Maybe we should move away from the statue you just spray painted."
Yeah, that was a plan.
Okay. I take a picture of it. I blame Elizabeth's rival.
Yes. Sure. Just blame it on him, yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what the guy's name is, but it's like, that's you mysteriously spray painted the park. Elizabeth's rival named here probably did it.
It's Isabella, and the rival's name is Jake.
All right, so how you guys leaving the park? You guys kind of just booking it? You going out normal? Like nothing at all is wrong?
Just nothing relaxed wrong, just maybe brisk pace.
I'm just gonna swagger on out. I don't know where we're going, but yeah.
Proceeds.
All right.
Walks around 2 boxes of shoes.
All of you give me your closest thing you have to an observational check.
Okay, that's going to be problematic. So let's just say 2.
Okay, I guess, does smart apply for this or no?
No.
Okay. I guess the only thing I might have might be quick, but quickly looking around, but I'll just roll 2. Yeah.
I don't have anything, so
that's just 2 dice then.
Yeah.
And got a 4.
3.
Okay. So as you guys are walking out, Alex kind of is a little bit in the lead, and all of a sudden he slams into somebody. Seems to be the thing going on today. And you hear a feminine "ow!"
My face.
That woman again.
Oh shit, Jesse LaRue! I mean, the barista.
Hey, it's the Ice Queen.
No, this one's holding a cup of coffee. I don't think that's an Ice Queen.
Yeah.
Hey, I only have one
That's
picture,
right.
man. So you notice that Alex and Melody LeBlanc, the owner of LeBlanc Cafe, have run into each other. Melody's purse and stuff is, spilled out on the ground before you, and Alex kind of doesn't quite fall to his ass, but he kind of stumbles backward a little. The two of you kind of like get banged into by Alex as he's stumbling back.
I catch Alex. I'm a pro. Steady there, kid.
Has been too busy on Twitter bumps into Arthur.
Oh, my head again. That hurt.
Oh. It's,
Miss LeBlanc, are you okay? Do you need help with getting your items?
She almost seems panicked when you say that. No, it's okay. I got it. I'm sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going. And she starts.
Are you here on a coffee delivery, or is this just you're having fun?
No, it's my day off. I was just doing some shopping. I just hadn't found anything I liked yet. Well, needed. I found things I liked, but nothing quite right.
Yes, the eternal curse of shopping. You find what you not quite right.
Now,
Arthur has no idea what the fuck he's doing. He's just nodding.
Okay. So yeah, she's like, she's on her hands and knees, almost looks like Velma and Scooby-Doo, my glasses, but instead she's just scooping up the things that were in her purse in the one little bag she had. And now, if any of you want to make a check that like involves your smarts or, some kind of investigative ability, you can.
That'll be 4. So I have 2.
You have what?
I have smart.
Nice.
So that'll be 4 dice.
Yeah. I also got smart too, so B4.
Ooh, 12.
Here, go!
oh, God damn it. Roll20 be stupid. God damn. Oh,
You got
now
12,
we
though.
roll now we roll the 4.
Now you got all 4s, but still 12.
Roll20 be stupid.
So Alex is doing good, and Isabella both got 12, and I got 6.
Okay, so Arthur, you just see miscellaneous stuff. You assume this is the kind of stuff a woman might have in her purse.
I see
Alex.
a tampon and blush.
There you go, Alex. You notice that a gold coin that about the size of an old silver dollar. You know what those look like? They're like an inch round. You notice it kind of rolled a little bit away from the rest, and she doesn't notice it at all. And Isabel, you notice that she has 3 small Kodiak film cases. The old drums you put film into.
Okay. She pinched them.
Well, those she put back in her bag. The only thing she didn't notice was the coin.
Can I distract her while I nudge the Arthur to pick it up quick?
Well, the coin.
Is it charismatic or something? To pick up the silver.
I'm sorry, the what?
The old silver dollar, you said?
I thought Alex
yeah.
would be picking up. He's the one that saw it. But...
Oh, yes, he found it. Oh, that's all what he found, sorry.
Yeah, Alex found it. Alex saw the coin. You saw the Kodiak film.
The films, yes.
But those she already put in her.
And also saw the tampons and looked away.
In this case, I'm going to inquire about the if she's interested in
photography. Oh, it used to be one of my favorite things. In fact, I recently found some old film in one of my boxes for moving, and that's actually one of the things I'm doing. I'm trying to find a place that still develops photos. You would not believe how hard that is these days.
Yeah, the only photo developed place I know is inside usually a pharmacy or whatnot.
I'm just gonna quickly search it up for her. Just okay, yeah, more chances to steal them. I don't say this, but I'm just gonna I'm just in today where with any place nearby develop this sort of. We can offer help.
Alex, you stealing the coin or not?
Yeah, Alex going to grab the coin. You going to look at it first, then give it back to her.
The gold coin has the symbol of St. Jude's Academy on one side, and on the other side it says Class of 1995 with the town's crest on it.
Interesting. I think we'll give it back to her.
Oh Oh, thank you so much. I was actually gonna take this to an antique place to see what it's worth. I found it in my apartment under a floorboard.
Can I roll something to smell bull?
Say that again.
Can I roll anything to pick up bullshit?
You know what? You're a smart guy, so you can use your smarts for it. You know how people you kind of know how people might behave when they're trying to bullshit. And I'm not saying you're a human polygraph, but
Oh dear fucking god!
I'll be like, well, if you want to look at for an antique, Isabel can. Well, her dad's part of a tech company, so she could probably scan it with the computer, like on both sides, and Google search it and see if it's worth anything.
yeah, that could do
I
it.
think
Yes.
that might be going a little bit over the top. I think
Oh, come on, she's already here and she wants to play with her new toy, so it's just an excuse to let her try something, eh? You don't get the coin right back. It's not like we're gonna keep it.
I'm pretty sure it's an excuse. You just want a date at this point. Just say you like her.
you know I have
Me?
to
Just
agree
say
with
I
your
like
friend.
her? Huh?
I have to agree with your friend, young man. You're very cute for your age, but you're a bit too young for me. But still, thank you so much for making an old lady like me feel great.
I look back, I'm like, bro, where the hell did that come from? I was actually trying to copy a picture of the coin.
I just know those things.
Alright, I give up.
All right,
Arthur's been defeated on all sides.
Isabel and Alex.
You know what? I'm a good wingman. I got right to yeah, what would you call it? A wingman. Or try to sell him a bit. You not literally sell him, but you get the point.
Yo. Just to be clear, Arthur's not really interested in the coffee girl. He was just faking it to try to get the coin.
I know.
Oh, well.
You know, am I a good wingman?
But a 6, I don't know.
She smiles and she goes, "No, but thank you."
That's fair. Well, I suppose we should stop, bothering your day, though.
I'm sorry again for bumping into you guys, and thank you so much for helping me pick up, especially that coin. Hopefully, it'll help pay for painting my apartment. She gives a smile and she rushes off in the opposite direction of any antique dealership and the antique store that you guys know of in town.
Alright, Arthur plays his theme music 007 and begins to follow her stealthily.
Yeah.
Dun-dun. I have agile, so I can do this. Do I need to use quick 2 to keep up with her or no?
No, I mean, she's walking fast, but she's not like sprinting.
Okay, so this is me being stealthy, and I got 12. I'm a fucking ninja.
All right. You follow her for a bit, and eventually she walks into a laundromat.
I text the guys, like, yeah, she went to a laundromat to an antique dealer. Let's observe. And I try to peek in through the window. What's going on?
She pulls black lacy underwear out of a dryer, red lacy underwear out of a dryer, a teddy out of the dryer that is very much see-through. She's folding
Arthur doesn't have the nosebleed hindrance, but under the circumstances, I think he just nosebleeded passed out in the back alley or wherever he is. Like, oh, fuck. At least 10 health. Like, oh, damn. That's too much for a kid.
mean, with your delusions, man, that might be a little dangerous for you.
Yeah, it's just like, wow. Yo, Fairies, go get me a handkerchief. Oh, that's too much.
Alex will call Oifer. Oifer, did you get anything?
Yeah, she's at the laundromat, and I think she's doing her underwear in the laundry, so.
I read anything about the coin. Never mind.
No, she didn't know anything about the coin. I mean, she's doing her laundry. But yeah. And also, I need a handkerchief and maybe to sit down for a bit. But I feel lightheaded. But yeah, nothing about the coin so far.
Man, we're trying to figure out where the coin is. Stop being a stalker or stop being a stalker.
The coin is in her purse. I know exactly where it is. She isn't doing anything with it.
Yes, you get text from Isabel saying basically looking at peeping Tom.
I mean, honestly, you should probably just look up what you describe the coin to Isabel and look up the logos. That might be faster.
Yes.
It was class in 1995, right?
So Arthur,
Yeah,
as you're sitting there with that nosebleed, all of a sudden you see a handkerchief being held out to you.
Oh, thank you. I take the handkerchief and dab my nose on the phone.
No problem.
Oh,
No problem.
crud.
sup?
What's up? I got a call from old Miss Jenkins from the library. Want to tell me what you were doing there? Also, the police station
All
got
right,
2 public nuisance
you're not gonna
complaints.
believe this, but it was my first time using one of those old-timey newspaper machines that they're so cool. And I was just reading different stuff. So first, I tried to research the school that you mentioned. I thought that was interesting, and then I tried to research other things. And then I got really into it and started playing around, and she kicked me out for horseplay.
Mm-hmm. So you're telling me the only reason you were there is because you kind of heard about what I was talking about this morning? And
No, what you were talking
curious.
about inspired me to actually look something up in the library. I asked if there was anything I could look up. They said, "Oh, use the machine in the basement," and there was. And it's my first time ever seeing a microfilm machine. I'm like, "Oh man!" I kind of geeked out. But yeah, you said you looked up a case like 9 years ago, well, 30 years ago. And did you know they actually have that, like, on tiny things of film?
It was rather common when I was young, yes.
Oh, well, that was amazing. So, yeah, and she even showed me the stuff you were doing, so I tried to, like, just see what was what. But yeah. And then I horsed around and got kicked out.
He nods, and from his pocket, he pulls out a pack of cigarettes. He, slides one out, puts it in his mouth. Then he starts to hand the pack to you, and then he goes, "Wait, no, you're underage. Sorry." Lights the cigarette.
Yeah, I don't smoke. I do sports, and the first thing they tell you is don't smoke, it'll throw up your stamina.
Is that so? All right, I'm going to level with you here. Much like I said, don't go back to St. Jude's. It's dangerous. Back away from this. It's dangerous. You don't want to be in this business. You don't want to see what might happen. All right?
Okay. Oh, here's your handkerchief back.
Thank you. And he takes it and he very carefully folds it, making sure not to mess with any of the blood that was just on it.
Yeah, he just gave him evidence.
By the way, I want you to know that if you do a blood test against my will, I am a minor and my parents will go after you.
I just don't want to get any of your blood on my clothes, kid.
Oh, that's fair.
Right. 1 second, I'll come right back to you. And Isabel, the DaveNet shows you that was the graduation challenge coin that is typically, until the school burned down, given to all graduating classes when they first enter their senior year. It's supposed to be a reminder for them to stick it out and do their best throughout that final year. Hence why it's a graduation challenge coin. The last class to get it was the incoming class of 1995 for the senior year. Obviously, because the school burned down about a month before graduation. So no other classes after that got it because there was no more St. Jude's. From that, if you wanted to look into the class of 1995, that actually, if you go to yearbook.com, they actually do have the 1995 yearbook in digital form from St. Jude's private school.
Okay, yeah. I'll look it up.
Okay.
I'd assume that... Sorry.
You look it up. You notice, because you rolled really well, you noticed a couple things.
Oh, right, sorry. There we go.
Okay, you didn't roll too well.
If you-
But what you do notice is that both Amelia Jones is listed as part of the senior class with a dedication to her from being the fact that she was missing. You can definitely tell, because the 90s wasn't that great with all the digital publishing software, that this dedication was kind of shoehorned in a random spot that just had room, You also notice that in the Glee Club, Glee Club, a few other clubs in the Student Council, the name that you've been seeing all day, which is Bianca Armonia.
I may or may not have cocked up the roll. Would my smart have went to do?
What's
If my
that?
smart would have went to do, would my smart would have been in?
I mean, honestly, to get any more data, you would have had to roll at least a 12.
Yeah,
So, I mean, if you want to...
So if my smart was going into it before dice, I fucked up. I do apologize.
Well, if you want, you
I'll
can
just-
roll that one more dice and we'll see. Yeah, it's still a 6.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I just say text the guys. I'll let them know.
Okay. All right. Arthur, the detective holds out a hand because, you're kind of not completely standing up, you said. He's like, come on,
I
kid.
stand up. I'm like, yeah, so thank you. Whew.
You know what? Sate my curiosity here, kid. Were you anywhere near 301 12th Street last Sunday?
301 to... Was I? Out of character? What was the place we went to? I don't think that was one of the places, was it?
No, St. Jude's is its own address. And it's not exactly a part of
no.
the town.
I've never heard of 301 12th Street. Should I?
I guess not. Well, take my advice, kid. Stay away from this. Tell your friends that
All
as
right,
well.
I guess I'll warn to stay away. Now, excuse me, I gotta go in and get soap and do my laundry. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Detective turns around. He gives you like that little backhand wave as he starts to walk off, cigarette just smoking in the hand.
Alright, I'm gonna go inside and, do they have, extra stuff in the laundromat or no?
What do you mean extra? You know what? There's a Gattaca arcade game in there. Old school Gattaca, 25 cents.
Alright, I put a couple of quarters in there and I just start playing Gattaca for a bit. And while I'm playing Gattaca, I'll get Isabel on the phone. I'm like, yeah, so I ran into our friend, the detective. He's warned me to stay away from people. Also, I'm getting the high score in Gattaca.
Oh, fair enough. Do you mention anything about the address?
And then I mentioned you said something about 312 Street. He was asking if we were around there. It didn't ring any bells, but then he just kind of waved me off. What was that?
301 12th Street.
301 12th Street, yeah. Yeah, the fairy's sitting here correcting me because I can't get things right. Thank you, fairy.
Look, can I, DM, could I use my smart? Dive into DaveNet.
I mean, yeah, that's easy. Go ahead. 6.
So fine, a little smart to see if I can remember the place.
All right, so let's go with Alex first. Alex, actually, 301 12th Street is something that you know not well, but, not horribly either. It's on the town's west side. It's a working class neighborhood. It was originally Irish and Italian immigrants who were coal miners, which, this part of town, it still has all of those roll homes that the coal baron, in this case, Arkley Barkley, built and then took the cost out of his employees' paychecks. Some of them have been modified with second floors or side additions, but you can still see that basic box shape in all of them. All right, and then Isabel, you look at, you go into the DaveNet, you're looking around, you got things flying by you. You see a Zillow listing from a few years ago where the house is completely undervalued, but that doesn't really matter. What you do know is that police and the police and emergency services were called to that address a week ago for a domestic disturbance. And while there's been no confirmation from the police, there are witnesses that stated that a body was brought out in a body bag.
Oh, charming. Just needs to text the guys.
This texting thing is getting weird, so I'll finish playing Galaga and go back to those guys.
Okay.
What do you guys want to meet up?
I don't like it anymore.
I love Galaga. I play that a lot. But, oh well.
How are we going to an arcade then since you like so much?
I mean, if there's other games, sure, but I don't know if there's an arcade. They might still have an actual arcade because it's a sleepy town.
Is an arcade? Is there an arcade in town?
There is not an arcade in town. You can get there's maybe 4 or 5 games at an old Mario's Pizza place. You got like the Gattaca and the Laundromat here, but that's about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to go over to Alex's house and play on a Switch or something. I don't know.
So, let's see. Oh, I would. She has most of the equipment. I mean, if we need a place to meet up, could always just go into Isabel's place or one of your places.
Yeah, we could.
We'll just find another cafe that's not LeBlanc.
Oh, is there another cafe besides LeBlanc, or should we just go to Mario's Pizza?
I mean, that's pretty much your options at this point. You're all a little too young to go to one of the 5 different bars that are in town. All the upscale places closed down within a year or 2 of the resort closing.
Damn. Well, Mario's Pizza it is. I can grab a slice.
That would sound nice.
Okay, guys, here's where you guys get a choice. We can either cut it 20 minutes early, with you guys going to Mario's Pizza, or we can play for the 20 minutes and end mid-scene.
Oh, that's not end mid-scene then.
I'm fine cutting early. I've got nothing else to do.
I'm not a fan of cliffhangers.
All right. So, you guys go to Mario's Pizza. Nothing else really happens through the day. You guys exchange notes. You compare everything. You try to figure out all the information you have. And when next we meet, you'll be in art class.
By the way, did the Isabel's brother...
Say that again.
Did Isabel's brother ever get back to her about the ask? About, the information about the redacted...
Did Isabel's brother ever call back?
Yes.
He did not. But he did text you. He's a little too busy at work to call you. But the information he was able to gather was simply that the police buried the case. This is from a friend of his in the department. The police buried the case at the insistence of the Barclay family.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
And and then just sends it a selfie giving thumbs up.
And now for me to be crass, we'll have to do that. How much XP we get?
Okay, so we're gonna go. Everyone gets 2. And then Isabel and Arthur, you guys get an extra 1 for your terrific role play at the cafe at the beginning.
All right, so that's 3. So everyone's at 4, and it costs 3 to up something. And me and Isabel are at 5. I am going to buy off my languid hindrance because I don't think it fits the character anymore because he's fully caffeinated and knows how to sleep. My energy goes up to normal.
Hey. Honestly, I have no idea what to do with 5 XP.
All right.
Oh yes, before we bugger off, can I roll that inventor to beef up my sneakers to give me a basis?
Yeah, before we get going, go for it. Make those sneakers.
So it's gonna be inventor plus
I think you need
who's smart. So 2 plus inventor.
Right.
So since the witness and delusion, it's 2, isn't it? And would my smart come into this?
Yeah, smart would come into this. Add
Yep.
that into, and then I think you need to beat a DN of 8.
Yeah. So my D, so it's gonna be 6 then. 6 dice then. Base 2, inventor 2 because we know the delusion and plus 2 from the smart. I think that's correct.
Oh, yeah, you got it. That's a 12 right
Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna add it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you get one
Alright.
pair of shoes or 2 pairs of quick shoes?
Elusive sneakers, I should call them.
there. All right.
Well, you see, she bought 2 pairs. One to modify, the other one just to keep.
Okay.
All right. So,
What,
yep.
what would be the number I managed to get from that? With a result of 12, I'm reading this correct. Would be just
Well,
plus 1 or plus 2?
That would
Plus
be.
one.
You're supposed to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You have a plus 3 in inventor, right?
Yes.
Then you have up to a plus 3.
Cool. So since I didn't state it, which I wanted plus 2, which would have modified the DN, I'll just put it as 1. What's the first thing to do? There we go. I put down the I